The woman suddenly realized the man in front of her wasn't her husband, but she could only pretend not to know. The man seemed to sense his wife's nervousness too. His wife immediately feigned composure. She said it was so good to see him awake. Her husband told her to go home and get some proper sleep. He was fine now. His wife couldn't keep up the act anymore.
왜 그러냐고? 네가 열흘 동안 사경을 헤매는데 내 심정이 어땠는 줄 알아?
In her husband's eyes, all he saw was his wife's deep concern and love for him, so he grabbed her hand as she was about to leave. He said nervously that he would be better from now on. He wouldn't get hurt again. His wife said she'd been watching over him for several days. She was about to collapse from exhaustion. She needed to go home and get some real sleep. After leaving, his wife suppressed the panic rising in her chest. She knew she had to get to know her husband all over again. She went home and prepared various tools. While her husband was still in the hospital, she went to her husband's workshop. Although she knew her husband's workshop had a basement, she had never suspected her husband of anything. She believed her husband when he said the basement was just for storing miscellaneous items. She smashed the lock opened the basement door. Inside was incredibly eerie. She slowly walked in. The place was fully equipped. She first put on gloves, prepared a mysterious liquid, started spraying it on the ground, then turned off the lights. Patches of fluorescent glow appeared on the floor. This meant bloodshed had occurred here before. She never imagined that the man she'd lived with for 10 years had been hiding so many secrets. Looking at their daughter's baby walker in the corner, she couldn't fathom how her husband, who was so caring and loved this family so much, was actually Do Hyun-soo. The suspect police had been hunting for 14 years, and she, a police officer's wife, had no idea at all. Meanwhile at the hospital, her husband had changed into doctor's scrubs, put on a mask, received a syringe and medication from his father, the hospital director. The two were plotting something. He calmly pushed a cart into the patient's room, injected something into the foredrip. The man lying in bed didn't notice. As Hyun-soo was about to leave, he suddenly told the man in the bed, "This phone charm was given to my sister by someone at my father's funeral. My sister gave it to me. You wanted to use this charm to find out where your wife is. You've got the wrong person." The man became agitated, immediately demanded that Hyun-soo remove the four. He didn't want to die now. Earlier he had been in complete despair, but now he targeted the wrong enemy. Even though his cancer had already spread, he only had 2 months to live, but he still hoped to see his wife one last time. Hyun-soo reassured him. The switch hadn't been turned on, because Hyun-soo discovered this person hadn't reported his identity to the police. There was no need to kill him. What's more, this had unexpectedly revealed that someone was trying to frame him. The bloodstains his wife saw in the basement were left from a fight between him and a friend. Soon Hyun-soo was discharged and returned home. The more his wife looked at him, the more suspicious he seemed. Why had he made his life so dark? He didn't want much, just the truth. She now had to pretend she knew nothing, but desperately wanted to know the truth. So she used her husband's discharge as an excuse, gave her husband a watch as a gift. This watch would end up saving the man's life.